When Biden was on the national stage debating with Trump, and Trump called him out about his son's laptop and the deals that were going on in China and in Ukraine with the Biden family, Biden recited a statement from a group of more than 50 former intelligence officials inspired by and including former CIA Director John Brennan, former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, who all falsely claimed that they had the authority to verify that the Hunter Biden laptop story was pure Russian disinformation. The intelligence officials issued their statement directly in front of the 2020 presidential election through a public letter they wrote on October 19th, which stated that Post's story has all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation, providing cover. The tech companies, the media, they're all working with the communist, progressive, perverted platform of the current Democratic Party. And now that their foreign policy has humiliated us in Afghanistan and created a treasure trove of $90 billion worth of assets for the new ISIS to tap into, now that we've humiliated ourselves by driving China into the arms of Russia, where India and Saudi Arabia are all looking at creating competing basket currencies to tank the United States as a global economic power. We can thank Biden now for the realization that he was probably illegally dipping his nose in the trough all along through his son's illegal deals, and that's going to call into question whether or not he can even endure in office for the next 3 years, because I think when the Republicans get back in power in September, they're going to gut Congress at the largest margins we've ever seen in history if they don't screw up what they've got going. And there's going to be, Darrell Issa is going to head up a committee that is going to be like the Mueller report, the Mueller committee, only it's going to result in the removal of Biden. I predict he will either have a physical trip to, Walter Reed, and they're gonna say that the dear old man is, he's been taken into the hospital, and they're gonna try to take him out on a shield and say it's physical, and they're gonna say spare him the indignity of having to be brought on the Hill, you cruel Republicans. They're gonna probably try to pull him out before that happens.
I don't know. I feel like a different stage might be set up. I don't know if CNN, after 530 days of initially reporting on the Hunter laptop as not authentic, would come out and say it's authentic if that was their plan. I almost feel like they're doing a setup here to throw him under the bus, because I feel like they're going to have somebody to offer up to the American people that have really blundered. They need a scapegoat. I think he's going to be the scapegoat. And I think they might say, hey, he's corrupt. He's got all these bad business deals. He's the reason America's failing. And they might put everything on him. And then your prediction, as May of last year, 2 years ago?
I predicted Kamala Harris before she dropped out in the primaries.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I said that's the one who will end up sitting in the Oval Office.
Yeah, and you even had a dream about it, which we don't have to get into. But that she would become president.
I'm so much more prophetic than people know.
Are you going to throw out there who you think the VP is going to be too? You want to try to predict?
They're going to float Buttigieg.
Yeah.
They're going to float Booty.
It'd be interesting. That, or I'm thinking they might try Hillary, because I feel like
Hillary, the tattooed lady.
I feel like we've got boos from the audience. Now, here's the thing. I think they have to pair her with somebody more experienced, because I feel like she's too inexperienced for the American people to feel good about another inexperienced person. So I feel like they might put her with a more experienced politician, which could be a Hillary.
But isn't it interesting, ladies and gentlemen, that here we are talking about the inevitability of this train. I hear that train a-coming. It's coming down the track. And it's going to be the reason why it won't be Hillary is because Donald Trump has just filed racketeering RICO charges against Hillary Clinton for her hand in the Russian dossier and the use of funds that were government given for the election in order to fund a disinformation operation.
Yeah.
So Hillary is going to be so embroiled that the FEC is even fining, now, the Federal Election Commission has fined the Democratic National Committee and Hillary's campaign for lying about funding and its involvement with the dossier. Hillary would be radioactive. She will not be the
I don't
VP.
know. They cover for her so much. But I'm saying I think I'm predicting a more experienced politician. So
I
we'll
think
see which one
Michelle
comes along.
Obama would be the nightmare scenario.
I don't know. She's
Making
not really,
Barack the
she's
first
not really a
man.
politician, though.
Huh?
She's not really a politician.
Doesn't matter. This woman who's running, who's being put in the Supreme Court, isn't a judge. She's an activist with legal credentials.
Well, we shall see. We shall see whose predictions come true. Do you think it's going to happen?
You guys write to us
before-
wherever you're seeing this program right now. Write to us if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on on Real America's Voice, which is where we're starting off here. Real America's Voice with our friends. Then make your comments there. Okay, back to you. I'm sorry I brought that out there, but every now and then I get inspired to
Now,
remind
it
people
is
they
your
can
show.
join us in the conversation.
But I was going to ask you because I want to know. Do you think that this whole replacement of Biden will happen before midterms or after midterms? What do you think?
After midterms.
You think after midterms?
Absolutely, because the Democrats have no intention of disrupting their legislative agenda, and the left is pushing for this $5 trillion. I can't believe, what did they just vote for? What was the thing that Manchin and Sinema just vetoed? Was it that huge $5 trillion? It's back. It's like Night of the Living Dead.
Totally.
Biden's coming back again. Oh, you didn't like that? How about this $5.1 trillion coming through this door? Wait, we got another one through door number 3, $5.1 trillion. These guys are like, I'm wondering if God isn't judging America through the Democrats. And it's like, hey, is this what you want? Is this what you want? We got a whole lot more. Right on down to you want to pay like $7 for your gas prices. You want to have no food on the shelf. Here's what you got. This is what you want. I could do this all day. And it's like, oh, God, please deliver us from the Philistines.
Mm-hmm. And not just Democrats, though. I'm going to throw the rhinos under the bus, too.
Yeah, okay. So the rhinos are like disgusting. And I agree 100%. It's just that Ahab was a loser. Jezebel was dangerous. Together, they need an Elijah. And that, people, is you. You are the corporate Elijah, the populist movement that's going to make a big difference. And when we come back, we're going to talk about it. Hey, this is Lance. I hope you enjoyed that segment you got. That's not the entire podcast, but I'd like you to hear the entire message. We have a lot of interesting things you didn't get to cover in this segment so far. Go to lancewalnut.com/podcast and watch the entire unedited